In continuation with the solution of the given problem, the expected result what we want is x square into y n plus 2 plus 2n plus 1 into x into y n plus 1 plus n square plus 1 into yn is equal to 0. In the MCQ type examples, either you will be given y and you will be asked to find out this particular statement or check whether which of the statement is uh, fulfilling the given conditions of the example. Else, you will be given this particular statement, then applying the Leibniz theorem, you will have to calculate this particular statement. Okay? All are interlinked with each other. So this, the given solution or the given example related to Leibniz theorem can be splitted or can be separated into such kind of quantities, right? So therefore, in the given example, I was here x square y2 plus xy1 plus y is equal to 0. I want the terms which involve yn plus 2. I want the terms which involve yn plus 1. And recently we have learned that if I am having the term of y2 and if I am differentiating it n times, I will be getting down the derivative as yn plus 2. If I am having the term of y1 and I am differentiating it n times, then I will be getting the term of y n plus 1. Similarly, here I am available with the terms of y1, y2, etc. Now, my job is to differentiate them. My job is to differentiate them n times and apply the Leibniz theorem. Because for the product of two terms, I will have to apply the Leibniz theorem. And what is the peculiarity of the Leibniz theorem we have learned? In considering u as well as v, generally take v as the term which involves the polynomial, so that after certain derivatives, the term, the derivative of the polynomial vanishes, so that the infinite statement of the Leibniz theorem is converted to the finite term. Is this point clear to everybody? So accordingly, I will consider in place of x square and y2. Here you will be applying separately the Leibniz theorem because this is the product of two functions. X itself contains the variable x. Y2 is nothing but the second order derivative, and second order derivative is ultimately containing the terms of x. So here I can say that it is a product of two functions which are differentiable with respect to x, or which are differentiable functions of x. X into y1, this is also in the product form. X is a function of x, y1 is a function of x, right? Y1 is also a function of x plus y. Y is the independent term. You don't have to do anything. So this is how we can easily get the simplification by applying the Leibniz theorem. Now kindly concentrate properly on how we will be applying the Leibniz theorem for the given terms. From these two particular terms, I can have nth derivative for y2, and certain derivatives, or after certain steps the derivative of x square will vanish. Therefore I will consider y2 as u and y2 as u and x square as v. Similarly here also I will calculate, or I will consider y1 as u and x as v, because derivative of x after certain terms will vanish, and then we can apply the Leibniz theorem for the product. So applying Leibniz rule and differentiating n times. Now see here, we will be applying Leibniz theorem for the first term, that is x square into y2. dn of u, d into v, into v means simply x square, plus nc1 dn minus 1 of u means dn minus 1 of y2 into d of x square. Clear? This is how the explanation or simplification. nc2 dn minus 2 of y2 to be multiplied by d square of x square. Clear? Only I will be writing down the expansion up to this term, because after second derivative of x square, all other derivatives will vanish. So I need not have to write the expansion of the term beyond this. Is this particular step clear to everybody?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So now what is nth derivative of y2 written as? I said that
N plus
whatever
1.
is the derivative, we have to add them together, right? So dn of y2, add the two derivatives. So what it will become? Y n plus 2, right? Into x square as it is. What is value for nc1? It is nc1. What is dn minus 1 of y2? I said that simply add them together. N minus 1 plus 2. What is n minus 1 plus 2 giving you? N plus 1. So what will be the step over here? Y n plus 1. And what is derivative of x square? 2x plus nc2. What is dn minus 2 of y2? Add them together simply. N minus 2 plus 2. What it will be giving us simply? N. So what it is? Yn multiplied by what is again the derivative of 2x? Derivative of 2x is 2. I hope this bracket is clear to all.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
The application of Leibniz theorem statement, is it clear? Now why I have applied nth derivative to y2? Because in the note we have written first term should be considered always as that whose nth derivative exists. Therefore I have taken the value as, therefore I have taken the value as value of u as y2, because its nth derivative exists. Why? Because nth derivative of any order of the derivative will add n to the previous one. Because in the note I think we have written down the step again. कहाँ गया वो note? Yes, here u into v is v into u. We can consider any of u and v as first function, but while solving, consider that first function whose nth derivative is known. See, x square के nth derivatives नहीं आते. X square के how many derivatives exist? Only two derivatives exist, and all other derivatives become zero. Therefore, only y2 is the term whose nth derivative exists. Also, as per the rule, when we are taking v as a polynomial, it should vanish after certain terms. So ये दोनों का जो भी product दिया हुआ है, herein I will consider y2 as u, because its nth derivative can be written in the term very simply, not even calculating the nth derivative, and second term can be considered as x square. Selection of the terms is clear. Now apply the Leibniz rule. What does Leibniz rule says? dn of u into v. That means dn of y2 into v means y2 into x square plus nc1 dn minus 1 of u. What is u over here? U is y2 into d of x square, because d of v is the term, plus nc2 dn minus 2 of y2 into d square of x square. Clear? Now in process of calculating the derivative, I have told you add them together simply. dn of y2 is yn plus 2 into x square. nc1 as it is. dn minus 1 of y2 क्या करेंगे? y2 plus n minus 1 यानी क्या बनता है? yn plus 1. What is derivative of x square? Derivative of x square is 2x. nc2 as it is. dn minus 2 of y2, just simply add the terms y2 plus n minus 2. 2 and 2 gets cancelled, only we are remaining with yn. What is second derivative of x square? Second derivative of x square means first differentiating 2x once, means derivative of 2x is 2. Is this step clear? Now this bracket is completed. Again we
Yes, sir.
apply for this term x into y1. What you will be taking here as u and taking here as v? For the second term, what you will be writing down? u क्या लेंगे अपन?
Y1.
Y. 1.
y1. Why? Because nth derivative can be calculated for y1. So what will be the step? dn of y1 into x plus nc1 dn minus 1 of y1 into d of x. Will we write the term beyond this?
No, sir.
No, sir.
Why?
It will be 0.
Why? Because
Because
derivative of
derivative
x
of s.
here is 1, and after this term it will become second derivative of x, which will become 0. So there is no point in writing. So dn of y1 को कैसे लिखेंगे? yn plus 1. I told you just simply add them into x and c1 dn minus 1 of y1. So y1 plus n minus 1. What you will be remaining with? Simply yn. And what is derivative of x? 1. Is this bracket clear?
Yes, sir.
Plus, what is nth derivative of yn? Simply yn. It is denoted by y. nth डेरिवेटिव ऑफ y क्या रहेगा? yn से डिनोट किया जाएगा. How is first derivative denoted by y1? Second derivative is denoted by y2. nth derivative is denoted by yn. Clear? I hope
Yes,
this
sir.
step is clear to
Yes, sir.
everybody. Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Now
Yes,
what
sir.
you have to do, you have to collect the like terms for the given expansion or the expression. What are the like terms? Only there is one term which is containing yn plus 2, so we write it separately. This term is containing yn plus 1 and this term is containing yn plus 1. So we will collect them together. So this is, what is nc1? What is the formula or value for nc1?
N.
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 In the note I have written. So it will be 2nx into yn plus 1 plus, what is nc2? N into n minus 1 upon 2 factorial. What is 2 factorial? 2. That 2 and this 2 is getting cancelled. तो सिर्फ क्या बचता है? n into n minus 1 into yn. Clear? nc2 is actually n
Yes,
into n minus 1 upon 2 factorial, but 2 factorial is 2 and this 2 is cancelled out. So only we are left with n into n minus 1 into yn. ये x into yn plus 1 as it is. nc1 का मतलब कितना है? n into yn plus yn is equal to 0. Is this point okay?
Yes, sir.
yes, sir.
Now collect the terms together. This x square yn plus 2 will remain as it is. From this particular term and this particular term, क्या common निकाल सकते हैं अपन? X into yn plus 1
X.
can be taken common. So what is remaining in the bracket? 2n plus 1 into x, y, n plus 1. After writing down this, open the bracket. Are you getting the previous step? 2n into xyn plus 1? Yes. 1 into xyn plus 1? Yes, I am getting the correct terms. What is n into n minus 1 written as? N square minus n. N into n minus 1 is n square minus n. So this is n square yn minus nyn plus nyn as it is and plus yn as it is. Is this clear?
Yes, sir.
So minus nyn and plus nyn is cancelled out.
Yes, sir.
Is it justified? And what is common from this term? Yn is common. So what is remaining in the bracket? N square plus 1. Is it fine?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Is it the desired result what they have given in the question? X square into
Yes,
yn
sir.
plus 2 plus 2n plus 1 into x yn plus 1 plus n square plus 1 into yn is equal to 0. ऐसा ही दिया है रिजल्ट में.
Yes, sir.
Clear how to bring the desired result? So if you are provided with this particular step, you can get the term from Leibniz theorem, the expected result. Clear?
Yes, sir.
Yes. Everybody has got the answer? Is it understood well? Completed? Yeah, as this is the very first example, again more practice will give you the habit or proper understanding of the application of the Leibniz theorem. Take this example. Y is equal to cos of log x. Then prove that this is the direct result what they are asking you. If y is equal
Sir,
to cos, huh?
sir, in the previous question, that is question number two,
Huh?
sir, they in the question they ask for two things to prove,
Yes, yes, yes.
and we proved only one in the last.
No, this we have proved earlier, and this is the second.
Okay, sir.
This we have proved earlier, no? This result.
Yes, sir.
Applying Leibniz theorem to this result, we got this result. Yes?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I
Huh.
got it.
Huh.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So now we are given with only this result. We do not have the result or the statement for y1 and y2. So we have to be very cautious for writing down that statement, because using the statement of y1 and y2, only this statement will be generated. Now what one thing you must remember, yn plus 2, yn plus 1 will be obtained only if you have the statement for y2 and y1. Because having the statement for y2 and y1, applying Leibniz theorem to it and differentiating n times will give you the statement for yn plus 1 and yn plus 2. Is this thing clear to all, or is this concept clear to all?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So in this question, what is given? Y is equal to cos of log x. Then prove that this cannot be achieved directly. In between, I have to get the result which involves the term y1 and y2. Now start the differentiation. Y2 means we have to differentiate up to which derivative?
Second.
Second derivative. So y is equal to cos of log x. What is the derivative of cos of log x? Minus sine of log x into derivative of log x is 1 by x. Clear?
Yes, sir.
This example is this easier version of the first one, right? So first derivative y1 is minus sine of log x into 1 by x. Cross multiply by this x on the other side. What you get? X y1 is equal to minus sine of log x. Clear? Now to remove this minus sign, you can square, right? Or if you wish to, you can directly calculate the derivative. क्या आएगा? First term as it is into derivative of the second, plus second term as it is into derivative of the first, and this is minus cos of log x into 1 by x. I hope this is also the valid step. If you don't want to do squaring, you can go with this also. What will be the
Yes, sir.
product rule over here? First term as it is into derivative of second, plus second term as it is into derivative of the first, is equal to minus as it is derivative of sine is cos of log x into 1 by x. Clear? Cross multiply by x, तो क्या मिलेगा? x square y2 plus x y1 is equal to minus y. है ना? ओरिजिनल क्वेश्चन है. So we get x square y2 plus x y1 plus y is equal to 0. Are you getting the same result over here? ये थोड़ा सा tedious लग रहा है क्या squaring वाला? See, here I am getting the same result after doing this also. Clear?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So what you want to prefer, squaring one or what I have told you just now?
Simple.
So squaring one.
Okay, जैसा चाहिए वैसा ले सकते हो. It depends on you. Squaring में it becomes sine square. Sine square is written as 1 minus cos square, and then it is differentiated. Okay. So what result you are getting after differentiating it twice? X square y2 plus x y1 plus y is equal to 0. Clear?
Yes, sir.
Completed up to this step, everybody? यहाँ तक okay है?
Yes, sir.
Now here you find the product of the two terms. What are the two terms? One of the term is x square, other term is y2. Here also what are the terms? One of the term is x, other term is y1. So I will have to differentiate it n times and apply Leibniz theorem. Clear? Apply Leibniz theorem and differentiate it n times. So this is the statement: x square y2 plus x y1 plus y equal to 0. Can we move ahead?
Yes, sir.
So what will be u and what will be v over here?
V will be x square
Y2
and
will
U
be
will
U.
be your
Yes,
y2.
y2. u will be y2. So what is the differentiation? See, यहाँ पर मैंने लिख के दिया है d2y by dx square का एक बार डेरिवेटिव is giving you d3y by dx cube. dn of y1, add them together simply n plus 1. dn of y2, simply add them together n plus 2. ठीक है? Whatever is the suffix over here, add n to it. Simple. Whatever is the derivative given. No confusion to keep in mind. So differentiating this n times by Leibniz theorem, dn of this plus dn of this plus dn of this, ऐसा ही आएगा. nth derivative for product of x square into y2, nth derivative for product of x into y1, nth derivative of y. What is nth derivative of y denoted by?
YN.
Y.
Yn. N. Now apply Leibniz theorem for this. For the second time, those who have not yet understood, please concentrate. dn of u into v. This is our u, this is our v. So dn of u means dn of y2 into v means x square. nc1 is n. dn minus 1 of u into d of v plus nc2. What is nc2? nc2 I have written directly n into n minus 1 upon 2 factorial. dn minus 2 of y2 into d square of x square. Why after this I will not write the statement? Because second order derivative of x square exists and rest all other derivatives become 0. Is this point clear? So the statement for the Leibniz theorem is up to this bracket only. No other terms to be written for the expansion by Leibniz theorem for this particular bracket. Clear? Is this clear to everybody? Is anybody having doubt? Plus second term, dn of this will be u, this will be v. dn of u means dn of y1 into x plus nc1 is n. dn minus 1 of y1 into d of v. Only first derivative of x exists, all other derivatives will vanish. Therefore, I will stop expansion of the Leibniz theorem till this term. Plus dn of y is equal to 0. Is the expansion clear?
Yes, sir.
Now, what is dn of y2? Can anybody tell me?
Yn plus 2.
Simply, I am telling you that add these numbers. Yn plus 2 into x square. What is n minus 1 plus 2?
YN plus 1.
So, it will be n into yn plus 1. And what is derivative of x square? Derivative of x square is 2x. 2 factorial is 2 and this 2 is cancelled out. So क्या बचता है यहाँ पर? n square minus n and n minus 2 plus 2 क्या देता है? yn. Clear?
Yes, sir.
ये ब्रैकेट ओवर प्लस dn of y1 yn plus 1 मिलेगा into x n minus 1 plus 1 कितना होता है n minus 1 plus 1 will be yn
1.
and dn of y is yn. Clear? I hope everybody understood how the suffix are to be added this derivative लिखने के लिए.
Yes, sir.
Everybody has completed with the step.
Yes, sir.
Now collect the like terms. See, usually the pattern of the solution is more or less same in all kind of examples, right? Once you get the equation, so here it will be x square into yn plus 2 plus 2nx yn plus 1 n into n minus 1 is n square minus n. This 2 is getting cancelled with the derivative of x square, which is 2 x into yn plus 1 nyn plus yn. Nyn and this nyn cancel, x yn plus 1 and this is collected together, and this is, I think it is same as the previous one. The result of this and result of previous
Yes,
is
sir.
same. Yes.
Yes, sir.